YouTube! We are finally back. Let's go. Oh my, it's been like a month since I uploaded. And I'll be honest, my camera was broken. Like it just didn't work. So, and I prefer making videos where you can see my face. You know what I mean? Because I could have done like videos without face cam, but it's like, you know, I'm not a fan of those videos. But anyway, for those of you that didn't know, something crazy happened. You probably all know Mrbeast. And we all know his friend Chris. Now there's been some controversy around him, so we're gonna watch this video to see what happens.
Chris Tyson came out as trans. Oh. Now at this point, I'm sure you've
no way.
Effect, where people have tried to blame
Chris,
where people have
the childhood hero.
Carl on Mrbeast's like content being bad or something, and so they've cooked up this like wild, crazy conspiracy theory that like Carl's going around. He's just turning people gay. All right, he's turning the freaking frogs gay, and now clearly he's done the same to Chris. Now Chris Tyson is just as much of Mrbeast as Jimmy is. I mean, they have
Mrbeast clear. I'll say that, bro. Mrbeast just clear. You know what I mean?
Both been there, like day one, making content together. They are best friends. And when Chris was younger, he used to make transphobic jokes in Mrbeast's videos. And so over the years, he's kind of racked up this reputation of being sort of.
Bro, how is Chris disrespecting his own gender? Nah, or his own kind. In the past.
Guy. At least that's what I'm gathering from these TikToks. I never really personally got that impression. And so when Chris started, you know, expressing himself a bit more, started painting his nails, dressing, you know, a bit more femininely, he started getting a ton of hate. Like hundreds of thousands of people.
Bro, look how he looks. Hold on. Like, what is he wearing? Like, I ain't trying to be in, you know, I ain't trying to get cancelled or anything, but like, you know, listen. Compare that to old Chris. Tyson. Like, look at him here. Look at him here. Ooh, damn money, man. And then compare that to this. You know what I mean?
Dressing, you know, a bit more femininely. He started getting a ton of hate. Like hundreds of thousands of people harassing him. He had to leave the internet because that's how bad the harassment got. Now, after Chris left the internet, he was kind of silent for a while, and Carl and Dream, they would like meme on the whole Carl effect thing because it was just like ridiculous. It was just
I don't think either one of them could speak, Carl or Dream.
Movement on TikTok, and they just kind of made a joke out of it. However, Chris would return to social media and he would reveal some more personal details about himself. The Carl effect, while it lasted, was funny to me because even though Carl's a great friend, y'all think he's my type? I'm a way taller than me, ripped and quiet.
No.
Every time I had to see someone talk about me and Carl dating, I was like, oh, I just don't have any clue, LMAO. And he would then address the claims of he and his wife being divorced. For a little over a year now, me and Katie have been separated. We are finalizing things soon, but these things take time. We like to keep our personal lives private, which a lot of people don't understand because we share so much, but this is the only time I want to discuss it. And then in a post earlier today, he would pretty much come out as gender non-conforming. Informed consent,
what the hell is that?
Saved my life and many others' lives. The hurdles the GNC people have to jump through to get life-saving gender-affirming healthcare in a first-world country is wild to me. Just let people make informed decisions.
What? Wait, I can't read. Wait, life-saving. Wait, hold on. I want to be that guy, but how is this life-saving? Oh, how is this life-saving? think it's a typo. I meant to say life changing.
So I mean, this right here is
not
basically
saving.
Chris coming out. Now, at the moment, I don't really know what Chris identifies as. I've seen other people saying that he doesn't really care, but I mean, this just confirms that like over the last few months, that while Chris was expressing himself a bit more, being himself, living the way he wanted.
Nah, he's
to,
not being himself. The old Chris is himself. He's being something crazy. The real Chris is the old Chris.
Instead of the fan base that he and Mrbeast had grown together, instead of them being
you
kind
guys
and accepting, instead they decided to harass the guy, to call him names, to insult him, which, might I add, can be extremely damaging to someone's mental health, especially when they are in the early
Wait, I just
stages
I was
of
just looking at the
transition.
phone. I was not
wanna
even
say,
listening
like,
to this
big
guy.
ups to like Mrbeast.
He made me distracted with the phone.
Is supportive of his best friend, and I know that's kind of like the bare minimum, but there's a lot of people who wouldn't do that, and it's just kind of cool to see Mrbeast and Chris like stick.
That's how he looks
and
like.
continue to make
Old
content
Chris,
together.
clear.
Continue to
Chandler,
be friends.
oh, the
anyway, yet another tweet would go viral.
Only real ones know that Chandler's
Chris
the
from
goat.
Mrbeast's crew received backlash again for his feminine appearance. This is the second time this year he's received hate. Both
Whoa!
times, fans
Why does he look like
Carl
that?
Jacobs for the feminization. Bro, WTF happened? And Chris would.
I ain't even try to be disrespectful, but I think his old drip
and
is
it's only
clear.
been 2 months. F the goofy mother effers keep running your own stuff. Carl, thanks for being an inspiration to me and so many other people to be happy and comfortable being yourself. And
So it is the Carl effect, because he's an
I
inspiration.
mean, just the replies to all these tweets are really not worth going over because it's just some horrible, vile, hateful shit. Again, people are saying that Chris's kid is going to harm themselves, that they feel bad for Chris's kid for some reason. It doesn't really make sense to me. It's just kind of sad.
Bruh, I swear his kid's like
It really
a year
is.
old.
And I'm glad that Chris has.
I'm pretty sure
a
1-year-olds
supportive
can't even
community,
think.
that he has friends that back him. To all these Mrbeast fans that are hating on Chris, that are hating on Carl, these are Mrbeast friends. Like, they're homies behind the scenes. And you're just going out of your way attacking and hating
Not
them
to
for
be
what?
fair, though,
You know, I thought that
Mrbeast can't even wait, hold
moving
on.
towards
Like, Mrbeast can't even do anything in a realistic situation, because he would just get cancelled, you know what I mean? So even if he did want to do something, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if he did want to, like, himself express it, like, emotions towards Chris, you know what I mean? As in, like, a bad way, as in, you know, he doesn't like him anymore, he can't. Because he will lose subscribers and he'll get cancelled. And everything he's ever even worked for, it's like,
a
he
time
can't
where
even
someone could be their
do it
authentic
anymore.
selves and not
Although I'd
face
low-key
this
back
ridicule,
Mrbeast,
this
you know.
hatred,
No
but
matter
I
what he does,
guess we're
his videos
progressing
always gonna be
backwards
good.
again. And it's sad to see. To those of you that for some reason hate trans people or hate queer
Wait, did he
people,
kill
I
2 more
recommend
people? He was on
you
1
actually
kill
talk
earlier.
to
He was
a
on
queer
3
person,
kills.
regardless
He was on
of
3
whatever
kills
Chris's
earlier.
gender is, whatever his name is, whoever he decides to be, he's still Chris at the end of the day. He's still
Nah,
the
but he's
person
not, is
that
he?
we all grew up watching.
He's still the
Mr.
same
Beast's best
person,
friend. He's
like,
still
as in
Mr.
physically,
Beast's
but, like,
first subscriber. He's just
mentally, he's
living
not.
true to himself now, being happier, being his true self. And there's nothing wrong with that. That, in fact, should be celebrated, not hated. And to the people who are hating on Chris, to a certain extent, I do feel bad for you because that comes from a place of pain. And I know that because I was like that once. Chris was like that once. I think that's part of the reason that I, like, connect with him so much. I mean, like, a couple years ago, he was, like, canceled because all the old jokes and shit he made were brought up. And even back then, he, like, mentioned his struggle with gender and how these jokes he'd made was kind of a way to cope with it. We live in a tough world where you're punished for being your true authentic self. But that's not right. That's not how it should be. And instead of punishing people for living their
the video
truth,
end?
you should embrace whoever
I wanna watch
you
this Fortnite
truly
game.
are, and just let other people live their lives. Because I promise you, if you live a life of hatred, it's not a good life. It's not going to make you happy. Anyway, these are just my
true.
thoughts
That's
on
just
this entire
straight
situation.
facts. You know what I'm
If
saying? You
guys
shouldn't be
enjoyed,
hating on the
hit the
one.
like button down below.
You know, you
Subscribe to the
shouldn't be hating. Oh! Yeah, so that is the Chris situation, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, everyone does have their, you know, own opinion, you know what I'm saying? But, like, it's like, you know, sometimes you can have your own opinion, but you don't necessarily need to express it, obviously. You know, depending on the situation, but like, obviously, if I'm walking past, like, on some guy on the street, and like, I don't like his shoes, or like, I don't know, I just don't like him, like his, I don't know, his drip or whatever, I'm not gonna tell him, you know what I mean? I'll look up, you know, obviously acknowledge it, but I'm not gonna tell him, your shoes are trash, I got better shoes than you, you know what I mean? So like, yeah. Yeah, so it's a bit, yeah, I don't even know, to be honest. But anyway, that was our first video in like a month. We are gonna go back to the daily uploads, the daily videos, man. Because I've been missing making YouTube, you know what I mean? Like, the camera was broken, that was fixed. So, you know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, bye.